What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Apple TV Plus series Ted Lasso Season 1. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to Apple TV Plus for granting me the screener to the entire 10 episodes of this new show. They've asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore this video review is spoiler-free. I repeat, there are no spoilers in this video review. Ted Lasso is hilarious. It's heartwarming. This is the feel-good, empowering comedy series that we all need today. And I gotta tell you, I wasn't even a fan of Jason Sudeikis back when he was on Saturday Night Live. But it seems that with this one, he has found his most defining role, for which he will be remembered best from here on out. Created by Bill Lawrence and Jason Sudeikis, Jason plays a small-time American college football coach from Kansas named Ted Lasso, who has been hired to coach a struggling professional soccer team in England, despite having no soccer knowledge nor experience at all. I think I've mentioned to you this before, but anyway, I grew up in Asia, born and raised there, so just like many people from that region, I was a huge fan of soccer, or football as we'd like to call it. My all-time favorite team is Arsenal FC, the Gunners! I've been a big fan of theirs since the days of Dennis Bergkamp and Ian Wright. So when I immigrated to the United States 20 years ago, it was a tough transition for me, having to adapt or to adjust from traditional football to American football, which, as you know, is a completely different beast. So flip that on its head, and you have Ted Lasso, this American fella with Southern hospitality charm who has to coach soccer by learning it as he goes. This show is basically a continuation of those old sketches or spoofs from NBC Sports a few years ago. I don't know if you remember it, but Jason Sudeikis would show up as Ted Lasso on NBC Sports coverage of the Premier League, and he would talk as if he knew much about Tottenham Hotspurs. So if this show were to be nominated for an award, it would fall under the category adaptation because it's based on an already existing character. Yes, Ted Lasso is essentially a fish out of water workplace comedy, so it consistently tries to make you laugh at the expense of him not knowing that the British folks drive on the other side of the street, for example. But because the character Ted Lasso is described as a good guy who chooses to see the good in people, his inherent kindness eventually spreads like virus, and everybody around him slowly but surely drops their guard. This show also gives strong, solid material to two of Jason Sudeikis' co-stars, Juno Temple and Hannah Waddingham, both of whom have significant arc in terms of the roles of women in this particular sport. And just like Jason Sudeikis, both Juno and Hannah give equally remarkable performances. You can't get enough of them. I think the only thing that might rub people the wrong way is the idea that it takes an American for these Brits to finally get their act together. It takes an American to teach them about anti-bullying and how teamwork works. But putting those condescending assumptions aside, I think this show does a terrific job of bridging the gap between two cultures, and hopefully it would give the audiences on both sides of the pond a realization and an understanding that at the core of it, we are more alike than we are different. Believe me, Ted Lasso is the best show that Apple TV Plus has given us so far.